The job market right now is absolutely insane. Like, we have people in every field struggling to find jobs at the moment. Even those with multiple, and I mean years of experience, are still struggling to find work. And why is that, you may ask? Well, my guess is that the people are not retiring.
Baby boomers report that they are not going to retire. They actually want to go to work. They enjoy being there in a physical location, unlike others who would love to work remote. And that's why you're going to see it being more difficult for Gen X and millennials to move up within the organization, because you can't move up if baby boomers are at the top and they're not moving out.
Oh my God!
And though I understand the frustration, people, and not just boomers, cannot afford to quit their jobs at the moment. Especially not in today's economy. Because you see, back then, people were able to quit their jobs and find another one within a matter of a week or two. And I know because I used to be that person. But nowadays, you quit your job, you most likely won't be finding another one for months to come.
Sitting back, reminiscing of how I used to get down and dirty with you. Or pull up on.
Quitting jobs is addicting. I'm telling you, if you got you a job and you've been there a while, don't quit. Because once you quit, you ain't going to be able to stop. I can't quitting jobs to save my life. I just love quitting a job. Sometimes I get a job to quit.
I don't know how I'm supposed to pay the bills. Probably have to start selling crack or rapping about selling crack.
I'm so sick and tired of applying to jobs, going through 3-4 interviews just for them to tell me a month later that I didn't get the fucking job. If you're a recruiter, you need to start telling people that they didn't get the job after the first interview at this point. I'm so sick of applying. I've been applying to jobs since fucking April, and it's fucking October, and I've gone on, for example, I went on an interview with this company 4 times. It took them a month to tell me that I was not getting the job. I actually had to reach out to them just to see if the position was still open. This is ridiculous. There was another job I did 4 interviews for. I filled out my references and everything just for them to tell me that they went with the internal candidate. Come on, I'm so tired of this job shit. It's getting on my nerves. I'm sick of it. Just kiss my ass at this point.
So the job market is actually cooked right now. You have all your Amazon, Google, Meta employees getting laid off right now with 10 years of experience applying to entry-level roles. And you have your college graduates that are applying to retail and restaurants because they can't get an entry-level job without experience. No one's trying to go from making over $100K to making $20 an hour. So that's why people cannot find the jobs that they want.
So I just really want to vent for a minute because I have been laid off of my corporate job now for 2 months. So I've been actively applying to jobs since October. And I just feel and I'm sure there's so many people out there that are in my position that feel it is so dang difficult to even apply to jobs nowadays. And I truly feel it should not be like this. It should be a 2-minute tops process to apply to a job. No matter what company you're applying for, it should not be this hard. So, for instance, every single company, they force you to create an account. I don't want to create an account. I genuinely just want to apply to this job, submit my resume, answer the demographic questions, whatever, and be done with it. I don't want to create an account because all that does is just bombard my personal email with all these companies, emailing you saying, hi, welcome to whatever, you created an account. Great, but I'm probably not going to hear from you. I don't want to create a dang account. I genuinely just want to submit my resume to the job. So after you create an account, Workday, for example, you create the account, you go in there and you start, filling out the application. So you submit your resume, right? You upload it. Okay, next comes my experience. And you have to sit there and put every single thing from your resume and type it back into the my experience. So why in the heck do we even upload a resume in the first place if all of these companies and all of these, platforms are going to force you to put in your experience anyway. So I'm literally just like doing it twice. And I don't understand that. And it just is busy work for absolutely no reason. And I'm just very frustrated. I feel like even when you get through rewriting all of this stuff down into the application, there's, you know, okay, now I'm gonna ask you A, B, C, and D, all these extra questions that you need to sit there for 10 extra minutes and put in, you know, what experience do you have in this? How many years experience do you have in that? And I feel like if you don't have a specific number of years experience in a certain thing, you're no good. And it's like, sure, I may not have, you know, 5 years experience in HR specific policies and procedures and stuff like that, but I have 8 years experience in general policy implementation and compliance work and everything else. So the fact that, you know, I'm weeded out simply because I don't have a specific number of years of experience in a specific thing is just really frustrating, because I know I could do the job. It's just, you know, I'm not going to get the job because I can't say that I have 5 years direct experience in, you know, a certain category per se. So I don't know. I'm super frustrated. And even, you know, the callbacks that I've had, the interviews that I've had, some of the recruiters promise to, you know, let you know by tomorrow or the next day, and you never hear from them. And then you follow up and they ghost you. And it's so unprofessional. If I was a recruiter, I could never do that to someone, because I know the experience and I know the person that, you know, is in my position. So I don't know. I really hope that this gets better. It needs to get better, because it should not be this hard for somebody to be able to get a job.
I am absolutely done with this job market, because I just had an interview where the person was like, yeah, we found the person yesterday that we actually want to hire, but we still want to talk to you. And then proceeds to not ask me any questions. That just says, we'll let you know if the other person doesn't work out. Like, how is that professional in any way? I learned that if something like this happens again, I'm going to push back more, because that's ridiculous. Just wasted my time for 2 days to do this. And this is after multiple reschedules and also being late today to the interview. So I don't even think I want to work for this company anyways.
I feel so badly for anybody trying to find a job right now, because I keep seeing all these experts say that we're in the worst job market in modern history. You know it's bad when 1 out of 4 people graduating from Harvard with their MBAs can't get a job. Now, to be a little fair, all the people graduating with that kind of degree from that kind of school are looking for a very specific, very high-paying type of job.
I'm going into consulting, but specifically for nonprofits and philanthropists.
What industry did you work in prior to Dart?
I was doing consulting before.
Got it. And are you hoping to enter consulting after the MBA program?
Yeah, different type of consulting.
We don't need any more consultants. We have finally reached peak saturation of consultancy. This isn't unique to Harvard or Ivy League schools or MBAs in America. This is happening around the world.
We are seeing that in India as well. The top B schools here are the IIMs, the Indian Institutes of Management. Earlier, IIMs would report 100% placement in 2 or 3 days, but last year was a reality check. Even 2 months on, placement was not 100%. Only 3 out of 6 old IIMs had completed it,
Like, the
and just
social
1 out of the
contract
15 new ones
has eroded. I used to want an MBA. Both of my parents have them, but I couldn't justify the opportunity cost of going and not working for 2 years and spending that money on that, because the break-even point was so far in the future. What's so crazy to me is the reason that these people aren't getting hired after the MBA is the same reason that people aren't getting hired out of undergrad, because they don't have enough relevant work experience or skills, which is crazy ironic, because even to apply to one of those top schools to begin with, you need to have basically at least 5 years of work experience. If there's a lesson in here at all, it's probably this. Don't rely on an expensive piece of paper to justify what you think you are worth. You will always have to continually work on yourself, better yourself, develop new skills, and put yourself into new situations to get these opportunities that will get you to where you want to be. And to anybody watching this who is on that job hunt, I am so sorry for what you are going through. Stay strong, and hopefully it turns around soon.
You want to see how crazy the job market is? Let me show you something. So this job, that sign has been up for at least 5 months. It's called Black Star Bakery or Black Star Cafe. It's on Waynesburg. I've applied there once or twice. Had someone reach out to me via email saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, we've been really busy." And I was like, "Are you interested in scheduling an interview sometime soon?" No response. And that's just an example of how many jobs have a sign up that's been there for like months and they're not hiring, they're not making moves. Martha's Country Bakery is another cafe. I don't care, I'm dropping names. Martha's Country Bakery was like, they're hiring. Dropped off an application, the next day the sign was gone. I went to another location, same thing, sign was up, I applied, didn't hear back. Mind you, no interview, nothing, just no callback.
I did everything right. I went to a great college, had great grades, had a great major. I even graduated with over $500,000 in sales. Pretty crazy for a college student, but that's not good enough to get me a job. I've been applying for jobs for 4 months full time. And thankfully, I've had my bills covered because I worked, but I've been doing it full time and haven't gotten a single offer. But what's worse than these job rejections that I'm getting is my family's rejection. You know, nobody understands this problem other than the people who are dealing with it right now. And my parents just think I'm lazy every single day that I don't have a job. And my prayers and my thoughts go out to everybody that's dealing with this problem, because I don't know if I can deal with it for another day. I'm about to throw my degree in the trash and just start a business because getting a job ain't shit.
Is anyone else sick and tired of this job market that we're currently in?
Of course we're tired. I've applied to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of jobs at this point. I even found one job that asked for 10 years of experience for an entry-level job. So when I filled it out and they asked me how much experience do I have, I told them I have 99. I have 99 years of experience, and I project managed for Noah's Ark. And you know what? I heard back from them. Are people serious that they would consider 99 years of experience? I should be retired. I should be dead, maybe. And that's what it takes to get a response back from employers?
Not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. Gen Z is cooked. Now, hold on, stay with me here. I have a family member who works with this one guy, right? And this one guy that he works with, he has a very robust background in finance and accounting. So he knows a lot of C-suite prominent people in a lot of big bulge banks and financial institutions. And he said something to my family member that was very interesting, that explains why a lot of Gen Zers are having such a hard time finding jobs right now, especially in the corporate world. Now, he told my family member that a lot of the people that he knows at these corporate companies are purposely firing and not hiring Gen Zers. Now, their assumed rationale of this and why they don't want to hire Gen Zers is because they think that Gen Zers are only willing to do the bare minimum needed for role responsibilities, and they're not willing to work hard towards whatever the role responsibilities are. Overall, they think that Gen Zers are just lazy and not willing to basically sell our souls to the companies that we work for. And it's fascinating to me how there's still a large portion of people who are in the workforce discriminating against people of a specific age due to their willingness to work, which is absurd. So anybody over the age of 60 who tries to tell us you guys don't know what it is to work a real job, to work real hours, you guys are getting the easy way out with AI and all these extra tools that you have to your disposal, my response to that is shut the hell up, because y'all are not living in an economy where inflation continues to rise, mortgage and rents continue to rise, and we're getting discriminated against because of our age, bro.
Like, why the fuck is the job market so motherfucking ghetto right now? Like, it's so ghetto. Like, if you got a job, you better hold on to that motherfucker tight. Like, hold on for dear life. Like, you need to stay with the job that you are at. If you don't like it, just deal with it, suck it up, because baby, the job market right now ain't it. It's not it. You could be going on so many interviews, ain't nobody calling you back. You could be in group interviews, ain't nobody dealing with you.
I applied to 100 jobs in 5 days, and this is what I learned. A lot of jobs are now asking you to put your salary expectation in the application. First of all, no, I will still find a way to get around that, but I just don't like that. A lot fewer roles are requiring you to apply using Workday, which thank God, because I have never loved using Workday. I just never loved putting in my resume only to put in my resume again in your text boxes. I also learned that between searching for the next job to apply to, seeing whether or not to apply to it, and then applying to it, that all takes me about 6 minutes. I also see that some companies limit the amount of jobs that you can apply to, and not like a limit of like 20, more like 3. It truly sucks because I may truly think that 3 roles are perfect for me, so I'll apply to them. But then you create a job tomorrow that is perfect, and now I.
But that is all that I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe and leave a big thumbs up. I definitely have a lot more videos like this coming up, but I will see you guys in the next one.